The romantic drama Sayara is already winning hearts and smashing box office records. A first-time collaboration between two powerhouses, Yash Raj Films and director Mohit Suri, both known for their unforgettable love stories, Sayara brings a fresh wave of romance to the big screen. And at the heart of it all are two fresh faces, Ahan Pandey and Aneet Pad, delivering emotional, heartfelt performances that have left fans absolutely gaga. On just its opening day, Sayara shattered box office records. Videos and pictures from theaters have gone viral, showing fans cheering, crying, and celebrating this beautiful story. In a recent interview, Ahan opened up about one of the film's most powerful moments, where his character breaks down on a cricket pitch, paying tribute to cricket legend Virat Kohli. When asked how he pulled it off, Ahan simply said, "I just did. There was no strong thought process, and I just followed my heart. For the character, I had to tap into things before. During the auditioning process, we'd always create the scenes, so when I was on set, I just let go of everything. I had to let go of the habit of directing myself. I completely surrendered and submitted to Sir." Speaking about working with director Mohit Suri, Ahan added, "I didn't plan anything, we'd just learn the lines on the way because we wanted to be raw and real. We'd learn 80% of the lines because we didn't want it to be very mechanical. There were a couple of days where I was like, I have to go back to that, I have to rehearse, but the greatest thing was Mohit sir trusted us so much. There were times we went completely off-key, and he worked his magic, but other times he just believed that these two kids would pull it off." Sayara tells the story of Vani, an aspiring journalist, and Krish, a dreamer chasing fame in music, and how love finds a way, even through all the obstacles. Go experience the magic of Sayara, now playing in theaters near you. It seems like trouble just isn't leaving comedian Kapil Sharma's side. After the firing incident at his Canada cafe and warnings from fringe groups, Kapil is now facing backlash from a political party, all for referring to Mumbai as Bombay or Mumbai on his show, The Great Indian Kapil Show. A party spokesperson shared a post on X, expressing displeasure with a clip from a recent episode. The video featured sisters Shilpa and Shamita Shetty, and actors Huma Qureshi and Savib Salim. In it, Huma referred to Mumbai as Bombay while speaking about her bond with her brother. She said his presence gave her comfort since she isn't originally from the city. The spokesperson wrote in Marathi, which translates to, "Even though 30 years have passed since Bombay was officially renamed Mumbai, the term Bombay is still frequently used in Bollywood's Kapil Sharma show celebrity guests, Delhi-based Rajya Sabha MPs, show anchors, and in many Hindi films." He continued, "It was officially recognized by the Maharashtra government in 1995 and by the central government in 1996, even before Chennai, Bangalore, and Kolkata. Therefore, a humble request cum warning is being issued to respect this and use the name Mumbai." He even tagged Kapil Sharma in the post, making the warning public and direct. Kapil is currently hosting season 3 of The Great Indian Kapil Show, where he invites celebrity guests for fun and candid conversations. The show features other well-known faces like Archana Puran Singh, Sunil Grover, and Kiku Sharda. It premiered in 2024 and has already released 2 seasons, each with 13 episodes. Whether this latest controversy will affect the show remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The name, Mumbai, is more than just a word, it's a sentiment, and now, a political flashpoint. Businessman and film producer Raj Kundra has finally spoken up about the rupees 60 crore fraud allegations against him and his wife, actress Shilpa Shetty. While promoting his Punjabi film Meher in Delhi, Raj was asked about the cheating case and he shared his thoughts for the first time. Raj Kundra said both he and Shilpa are innocent and the truth will eventually come out. He said, "Let's just wait and watch because that's life for you, and we have not said anything about it because we know we haven't done anything wrong. The truth will come out eventually. We've never done anything wrong in life, and we never will." While Raj didn't share many details about the case, he expressed confidence that they haven't done anything wrong. He added that controversies often happen in his life, but so far, neither he nor Shilpa has publicly commented on this matter. So, what is the rupees 60 crore fraud controversy all about? According to reports, Mumbai businessman Deepak Kothari filed the cheating case. He claimed that between 2015 and 2023, Raj and Shilpa misused funds that were supposed to help grow their business. The couple owned 87.6% of the shares in Best Deal TV. Kothari alleged that the couple first asked for a loan of 75 crore rupees at 12% interest. Later, they asked him to send the money as an investment to reduce taxes. They promised monthly returns and assured repayment of the principal amount. In April 2025, Kothari transferred 31.95 crore rupees, and in September 2025, another 28.53 crore rupees was transferred. Shilpa Shetty resigned as a director of Best Deal TV in September 2016. The company faced insolvency proceedings a year later due to defaulting on payments. The Mumbai police have registered a first information report or FIR under sections 403, 406 and 34 of the Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. They also issued a lookout circular against Raj Kundra and Shilpa Shetty, preventing them from leaving the country while investigations are ongoing. The rupees 60 crore fraud case is still under investigation, and the police are carefully examining all documents and evidence. As Raj Kundra says, the truth will come out eventually. The battle over late businessman Sanjay Kapoor's 30,000 crore rupees estate has taken another dramatic twist, and this time, it involves Karishma Kapoor, her children, and shocking claims about citizenship. Documents submitted in court reveal that before his passing, Sanjay was helping Karishma Kapoor and their children, Samaira and Kian, renounce their Indian citizenship and apply for Portuguese citizenship. One of the WhatsApp chats between Sanjay and Karishma, cited in court, shows him explaining the process. He wrote, "India does not permit dual citizenship," indicating that Karishma would have to give up her Indian passport to get a Portuguese one. But Karishma's lawyer, Mahesh Jethmalani, says otherwise. In a recent interview, he clarified that Karishma never agreed to the plan. She was told that she would have to give up Indian citizenship if she took up Portuguese citizenship, and she refused, said Jethmalani. He added that Sanjay's move raised serious doubts about the validity of his will. Jethmalani further explained, "That's one of the suspicious circumstances because there is clear evidence that at the end of May this year, which is supposed to be 2 months after the will was actually executed, he was trying to get a Portuguese citizenship, certainly for his children, and possibly for Karishma Kapoor. All 3 of his kids, 1 from Mrs. Priya Kapoor and 2 from Karishma Kapoor, would be saved from inheritance tax because Portugal doesn't have an inheritance tax regime." He questioned why, if Sanjay was planning for his children's future overseas in May, he had already signed a will in March 2025, giving all his overseas properties to his third wife, Priya Sachdev, and nothing to his children. The case has now reached the Delhi High Court. Samaira and Kian have filed a plea, claiming their father repeatedly assured them they would receive their share, but the final will left them out entirely. They've accused their stepmother, Priya, of forging the will to cut them off from the inheritance. Karisma Kapoor isn't a plaintiff herself, but she's standing by her children as the high-stakes estate battle continues.